Hello everyone, it's Ruby here, bringing you guys another video. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different because, for those of you who don't know, I actually attended the Barbie Blowout Party. That's what it was called. It was basically a preview screening that happened on Wednesday rather than Thursday. And there was a lot of special things that happened on that day. And I actually want to talk about it because it's been a while, like a genuine while, since we've had something like that in the theaters. Like, it brought me back to, like, Harry Potter when they had those, like, big premiere events. And they had basically, like, exclusive showings of just Harry Potter. And I feel like we need to bring that back to other movies. And I think the thing is, when people talk about good or bad marketing, there's not really bad marketing you can do for a movie. I mean, usually the only bad marketing you can do is like not release a trailer or not show a trailer enough times or something like that. That's really the only time where you can actually do bad marketing for a movie. But that doesn't mean that everything that people do is good marketing either. And I think that for certain events, for certain movies, it is beneficial to have a campaign like Barbie's. Because Barbie went all out with promotions. It's been promoting all year round. It's been doing tons of things to get people excited to see the summer movie of the year. I mean, this is genuinely probably going to be the movie of the year, right next to Oppenheimer. And the fact that Barbenheimer is a thing is something that studios should really take note of. Because usually what happens is that certain studios know to avoid certain dates when other studios claim it, right? So let's say Disney were to claim July, Warner Brothers wouldn't necessarily release a movie until like August. So basically they don't want to compete with big movies because they don't want to get drowned out by the sales. This is something that happened with sort of like The Little Mermaid was a little bit drowned out by Across the Spider-Verse because of all the hype that was happening. But there's a way to do this to where you can still have the exciting movies come out relatively at the same time and create this fun experience again, okay? Most of the marketing was on Barbie's end, let's be honest, okay? Because I feel like Barbie really pushed Oppenheimer's movie to eyes that would not normally see the movie, eyes that would not normally go see something like a biopic like that. Barbie was really the main pull for both movies. And it's kind of interesting when you think about it, because Barbie took kind of a different approach to marketing that other studios tend not to do. And that's making the audience feel special. And I kind of like the ideas of continuing the trend of doing special premiere days. Not like the little like previews that they do. Like, not for every movie. It's not going to work for every movie. But I think like one movie a year should have a plan to basically do like a special little event for the audience. And I think the reason why it also is beneficial for these studios, for these companies, is that it incentivizes people to go to the movie theater early, and it also excites people because the ones that will show up early for the early screenings are the ones that truly want to see the movie. And that hype that develops from seeing that movie will then translate to other people, and the people who are on the fence will then be like, oh, I should go see it. They actually really liked it. Like, because if your biggest audience doesn't like your film, it's not going to do well. So, like, for example, right, I went to Barbie Blowout Party. I'm a huge Barbie fan. I've been a fan of the Barbie universe since I was a kid. Okay? And I recognize, like, the history and everything that was dedicated in this movie, but but the actual event itself actually surprised me, because I thought, and I don't know what I paid for, but I thought it was just gonna be like a screening and maybe like a little bit of merch. That's it. Like, I didn't really think it was gonna be this like big thing, except it was this big thing, right? It surprised me because I was thinking, oh, this is just gonna be a standard showing. You know, this is just gonna be like, it's not even an IMAX, like whatever. It's just gonna be like a little preview, okay? No, no. It was not just that, and I think that is what made it very special. Not only was it in the Dolby Cinema little studio, but they had basically what seemed to be like a private showing of Barbie. Like, they literally, the only thing they were playing at that time was Barbie, and everyone who was excited to see Barbie was there. And so the crowd is hyped. They're playing music beforehand. They played Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice and Aqua. So they played Barbie World to get the crowd excited. And there were no ads. There were no commercials. There were no ads. It was just a day about Barbie. That was it. Okay, there were no ads. There were no previews. There were nothing. So everyone was there. Everyone excited. There was nothing to interrupt that hype. And so I think that is why, when going into the movie itself, everyone was excited. Everyone was like gassed up. Everyone was like warmed up as well. And we had a blast. Like, it was a blast. Everyone was laughing pretty much anywhere where it needed a laugh. Like, any joke that was told, everyone was laughing, everyone was cheering. Like, there were moments where the theater was just like dead silent because it was a very emotional, serious moment. People were absorbing it. And then it was right back to laughter, right back to just having fun. And now, for most people, the audience won't affect you, okay? But there is something that is special about going on an opening day with a packed theater with people that are excited to see this movie too. Because I've done it a few times. I did it with today. Not today. I did it with Barbie on Wednesday. I did it with Avengers Endgame. And I did it with I guess the other time I did it was like Deathly Hallows. Like, that one is something that I remember distinctly in my brain. And I feel like there are certain movies that can really draw a crowd. And really draw that type of crowd. Because normally, you know, with a movie theater, they say don't talk, don't text, and everything. And that's great. But for a premiere day, you want people kind of like engage with the movie beyond just being silent, okay? There's some movies where being silent is a good thing. Like Oppenheimer is a good thing for people to be quiet. But for things like Barbie, like things that are like more of like a comedy, more of like an upbeat type of thing, something that's more like action packed, you kind of want the audience to be lively, to be involved. It's like going to a live concert versus just like watching it, in your home. It's like you really feel the energy of the crowd. And I think if you have a much more fun time seeing a movie, you'll actually end up liking the movie a lot more than you normally would. That's why in my review I was talking about like the adrenaline. Like, I don't think it was like the adrenaline that really was it. Because it actually is possible that it's just the adrenaline that happens. Like when you see a really good movie with a really good crowd experience, you will go out thinking that that was the best movie that you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay? It's just a thing that happens. Because when you're excited about a movie, that's something that people can't really take away. And the first impression of a movie is really important because that is what's going to get you to, well, buy it on Blu-ray potentially, stream it again, want to watch it again, maybe go in for a second time, maybe even do a rewatch while it's in theaters. I just did that. I watched it with Oppenheimer first and then Barbie. So I just did the Barbenheimer exactly. And it's something that it's just exciting. Like, it just is a good thing. I think more movies need to do this to bring people back to the theaters. Because I had never seen a crowd like that on an opening day since, like, Endgame and Deathly Hallows. Endgame was a little bit different because the way that I saw it was a little bit different. It was with like a group of friends and everything, so of course, like a large group of friends, so of course it was more packed. But really, it was Deathly Hallows. But like it's just, I think if more movies do that, I think people will want to go to the theaters more often. Like, not just waiting for the previous week, but actually going on opening weekend and even drawing in a bigger release date, like a bigger opening. And I think that's really the secret. Is it's not about the movie necessarily. I mean, yes, it's important for it to be a good movie that has a lot of hype, has a lot of draw to it. Like something like Harry Potter is a very big, very big audience. I would even say Star Wars is also at that level. Like, there's only one movie in the entire Star Wars franchise that has not hit $1 billion. Okay, most of the Star Wars movies hit $1 billion. Like, it's the moneymaker of like all movies. Like, it has not missed except once, which was Solo. Okay, but every other movie has hit $1 billion, and that is where, like, that is a movie franchise that should be capitalizing on its fans, kind of celebrating it. And I think now that a lot of companies have gone more like corporate and like kind of like greedy. I mean, they've kind of always been that way, but it's like more prominent now because like people just I don't think they care enough to support those movies, to push those like fun events. Like, if you really want crowds to show up, you have to have those types of events because it's really going to help drive momentum and have people actually want to see the movie on opening day. And that is kind of the key. Like, I think there's a lot of movies that can do that. Like, Superman Legacy should 1,000% try to do that. Like, have a little event, have a little DC, something for the DC fans, something to excite people. Like it hasn't been before. Like, it just is something that should be strived for. It just is exciting. Like, I think there's a lot of movies that can do that, and a lot of movies that should do that. And I kind of want to see I think that's how you bring people back to the movie theaters. I think Barbie has proven that. The way that you get people back into the theaters is to create this exciting thing. And I think that is really the key. And, like, there is good marketing for a movie, and then there's, like, Barbie level marketing. And that is something that a lot of, like, the big movies should strive for, because that is how you get people into the theaters. That's how you grow your box office, and that's how you make it an event that is exciting for everyone. Now, that being said, the only way that you can do that is to actually support the crew that is making it happen. You know, supporting your writers, supporting your actors, supporting everybody, so that everyone is thriving, everyone is excited to do this, and you have a good marketing team, and you have a good studio head that is wanting to care about the fans. And that is something that, unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. It seems that a lot of companies would rather not do that and just take all the money, and I think that's unfortunate, because I think movie theaters can absolutely be a lot bigger than they currently are. And I think they need to be in order to keep the movie scenes going. Like, I think that's why nothing is quite like going to the movie theater. Like, I think there are ways to elevate the theater experience, to make it feel exciting, to make it better again, and to get people back into the seats. And that's all I wanted to talk about. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!